Here, where I left off on the last video, I was making stuff where barons of hell spawn in the lava, and it's a big ambush, and I have even less sleep now, not catching up on sleep at all, so I'm getting more and more delirious. So the biggest challenges of this situation is going to be to figure out how I want to spark this sequence over here. I'm thinking that I might actually have each of these barons execute a script. The only thing is that I don't know if one baron is in the middle of executing the script. Will that interrupt another baron? Like, will the count always be accurate? So I'm gonna actually have to do like a test where it outputs to the screen how many barons have died, and if it's the same every time I do the sequence, I'll have to do the sequence like a couple of times. If it's the same each time, then I'll be in luck, and that might not have a bug where I'll have to fix it later. And once all of the barons die, I can then wait a couple seconds and then begin spawning all of this shit on this side. Right now, right here, I'm just gonna put block monsters, block floating monsters, and then block monsters. I'm not gonna worry about blocking players. If you want to jump out in the lava, that's your prerogative. Options. You see, this is really just opportunity right here. It's kind of like stat systems in MMORPGs. You know, if you're a warrior, do you take strength or do you jump in the lava? It's kind of like that. Options. I'm providing you with the ability to decide what you will do next. Also, while I'm at it, I'm gonna place a few bad guys out. You not a line def. Place a couple imps and a couple pinky demons out here to sort of sprinkle them lightly as to make me even more of an asshole. Really simple bad guys, nothing, nothing too fancy. Uh, not gonna not gonna overwhelm the player from the rear end. I'm already probably messing with the player pretty hard at this point anyway. Uh, just a just a sprinkling of imps. Hey, I'm having a Bob Ross moment. I remember a while back, like I don't know how many videos back, uh, I already started to say that like eventually I'm just gonna start having Bob Ross moments while I'm making levels because it's just a natural progression. Eventually, if you just keep doing this over and over again, this is sort of like my version of a you know a landscape painting, except now it's just like a happy little imp over here and a happy little pinky demon and you know a happy little dead body in the corner here. Looks like he got killed by something. We don't know what, but he's there and he's happy. Uh, and so this opens up a little while after. All right, I'm going to actually increase the number of barons by just enough for optimal cockbaggery. That way, people who are playing this can really just hate my guts. Be like, what the fuck, dude? This shit is broken, and complain about it like it's impossible to beat. At least it's not like Brutal Doom 64 where it's like, oh, you ran into an impossible encounter? Oh, that's probably because you didn't know about this gun that usually sucks ass. Suddenly becomes reasonably good after maybe an upgrade or two. Yeah. So with that said, at least I'm not going to be throwing endless hordes of fucking spider masterminds and cyber demons at the player. I actually have a peeve against that. It's a pet peeve of mine. I feel like cyber demons and spider masterminds should be used sparingly, and they should actually mean something. They should be part of the level, not a fucking baron of hell that has a rocket launcher. Okay, yeah. All right, I had all these guys in, so I guess with this it's what is it, 80? Script execute. Is there anything here that says like multi-threading script execute with result? I don't know what the fuck that means. Set conversion. Script suspend. That sounds really messy. Why not just end the while loop? Don't do a script suspend. Yeah, I guess it's just script execute. And then I'll have to make it like on death, maybe? Give you a tag. You're 88. Wait, you don't need a tag, do you? No. I'm just executing a script when you die, so you don't need a tag. It's not a named script. Alright, so map number. What the fuck? Map number? Um that's some like heretic and that's some hexen shit right there. Oh, you know what? Maybe I should do that. Just to really raise the level of confusion. Okay, I'm just ranting at this point. I was just saying, Hexen was a pretty fucking confusing game if anybody remembers. That said, script execute. Hopefully this works. I think I'm just gonna go into time lapse because I stopped making sense like maybe 3 minutes, 4, 5, 6 minutes ago, 7 minutes, 8 minutes ago. Anyway, I didn't really have anything to bring to the table here. I don't even know why I'm talking right now. All right, I'm done. Okay, so this actually works. Thing count. See, I thought I was gonna have to do something where I run a script on each of these guys when they're dead. In reality, no, that's not the case at all. Actually, there's this thing count, and then you give them all the same ID, right? In this case, it's tag 88, and if it's greater than 0, just keep this loop going. I'm gonna raise this to 120 because it doesn't need to be that fucking fast. It's like every second, but it doesn't matter if there's like a tiny delay before the next battle begins, but this seems to work. So as soon as this is over with, um, it then begins the next part of the battle, and this is where all that other stuff is going to happen. So, yeah, this is not useful anymore. I was actually going to do it that way, and it was just messy. Of course, this is kind of weird because I'm sticking it, I'm getting it stuck into a while loop. I don't know. Seems to be just fine actually. It works. So begin next part of the battle. I'm gonna have to start placing all the spawn points in. Oh, and just a quick update on some of the earlier areas. I made changes and I want to explain why. If I can figure out where the hell I am. Um, you see how all the doors look like this? I realized that there was a part right here where this looked like a door, and I'm pretty sure most players would just run right up and like start pressing U's on it and wonder why it's not opening. So to not break conventions that I had already established, uh, this is now just like a crazy looking wall piece that's gonna raise up after you flip the switch, and that kind of has all that, and I'm still kind of undecided about how I want to go about the very first area, but there was this one light texture that was just driving me crazy, and I kept forgetting to fix it, so I went back and I took the chain gun out. The only way to get the chain gun at this point is to kill these chain gun guys that are in here, and yeah, and I give you a shotgun right away because it's a little awkward. And what else did I do? Oh yeah, so this part right here, like the Chingan guys were always kind of like shooting into a pillar, which is fine on the sides, but basically what I kind of did was I broke it. So now there's just like this broken pillar piece, um, and now they can shoot more clearly. They have like a more clear defined thing. Although I'm kind of thinking that maybe I should go ahead and just not have Chinga guys up here and just put imps or some kind of smaller enemy. Just because it makes a little bit, it doesn't really make all that much sense that they're up there. And I changed this area here with the rocket launcher, both for like cosmetic reasons and stuff like that. Actually, well, while I'm at it, I made it so you have a little bit more space between the monsters that spawn, because when you grab the rocket launcher, auto weapon switch is on, and it's kind of a dick move to just like immediately put two Pinky Demons, a Hell Knight, and it's like tiny enclosed space where half of it's fucking filled with lava. So I give you a little bit more leeway at this point right here. That did kind of end up creating a weird spot here, but that's not. It's not too big, not too big of a deal really, but it should kind of help a little bit with that sequence because it was a little bit too dickish to just like let that slide. Poor players, like what they do wrong, and that's pretty much that. All right, back to actually fleshing this battle sequence out. So now that I know that I can do this with the thing count thingy, man, I'll be able to actually properly end this battle as well. That'll be actually pretty fucking cool. I'll actually be able to end the battle as soon as all the enemies that have the same ID are dead. So like all the enemies that I spawn, I can specify an ID on them, and it'll count. It'll have a while loop that counts, and then once they're dead, I can end it, and I can lower the these bars. I can lower the bars here, and I can lower the bars that are here. These ones that I raised up earlier. And okay, time to get back to this. Okay, this is gonna be my attempt. This fight is genuinely hard. I'm able to beat it with God mode with plenty of ammo. This is actually a very, very hard fight, and I'm going to attempt to do it legitimately. Wish me luck. Alright. Probably just skip past all this. Oh man. Alright, and then I made it so that this only raises up after all these guys are killed. Alright, oh man. Oh, this is gonna really fucking hurt. Okay. Damn it! Off to a good start! Fuck! I'm not even gonna get past the first fucking part. I saw health. Shit. Fuck! Come on! Okay, I'll just go back. I know there's ammo. There's got to be health back here somewhere. Oh man, there's nothing left. Okay. Alright. And that's half the map. So this area, I still have quite a bit of ammo left and stuff like that, actually. Yeah. And then I guess I'll make sure there's a couple med kits here, some regular shotgun shells. I was actually thinking of making this area really dark and having switches that you flip to make it brighter. So like you look here and there'll be a switch and it's just like pitch black. You can't see shit. And you flip the switch and then like some things open with fire behind them or something like that, and it starts brightening it up, and then you can do it again. You can do it again over here, and now you can actually start seeing. And then you do the same thing one more time. I don't think I'll have another ambush. I really want to keep the combat very light at this point because I think that most people are going to like experience kind of overdosing, I guess that's the word, but not overdosing, but being a little bit too high strung. Like I actually want to take it easy on the player and give them some like cool visual stuff in this area. And so yeah, that's what I've got so far, and that's the 21st. Man, it's fucking crazy. That is a tough fight, and that can be done on a harder difficulty called Black Metal. Beating that on Black Metal, I bow down before thee. Anyone who could beat this map on Black Metal.